light slowly descends upon the sea, and the waves erase the traces of my steps. You never came, not quite, not this far. And yet, some evenings, I almost feel like I remember you. Sometimes I hear you in the wind, laughing behind me on the beach. I see a little child running, who will never be your age. I feel your hand searching for mine, then silence returns, and the sea carries away with it the memory of a passing dream. I don't know what your first word, your first step would have been, if you had had my ideas or the gaze of someone other than me. I don't know if girl or boy, you would have liked to go far away, but I had already given you a name that I never told anyone. You who never came, yet I often spoke to you in all those unknown silences that life leaves after summer. I would have liked to show you the sea, books, stars, and the wind, but you live differently, perhaps somewhere in my childhood dreams. I would have liked to see in your eyes the ocean for the first time, watch you become serious before the immensity, before you. I would have read you The Little Prince, making the fox speak, and you would have laughed at my funny faces before falling asleep too late. I might have seen you fall, then get up without my hand, learn to lose and be reborn, to not fear tomorrow. I would have told you life hides, it sometimes plays with our steps, but even when we drift apart, those who love each other find each other somewhere. You who never came, yet I often spoke to you in all those unknown silences that life leaves after summer. I would have liked to show you the sea, books, stars, and the wind, but you live differently, perhaps somewhere in my childhood dreams. Perhaps you were only a dream, a place kept close to us, or perhaps a story too short that ended before its conclusion. Perhaps you lived for 3 months, just long enough to be awaited, not long enough to sleep in our arms, but long enough to no longer be a stranger. Some close the door to move on into the morning, others count the dead years and the birthdays without a tomorrow. Each learns as best they can to bear what hasn't grown, to say goodbye with open eyes, or to whisper you would be here. I don't regret life, I don't ask it why. Things that didn't happen sometimes accompany us. They are like those stars whose light we receive long after they have disappeared into the silence of the universe. You are one of them for me, an absent presence, a silent voice, a story never written, that nevertheless left a few words deep inside me. You inhabit the lost paths that I never traveled. I would have liked to show you the sea, books, stars, and the wind, but you shine differently, perhaps deep in my childhood dreams. You who never came, or who only passed through, you remain that unknown face that time could not erase. And even if my hands are empty, even if I know nothing of you, you live in the invisible space between what was and what was not. So, farewell or goodbye, I don't know, but somewhere you existed, in the hollow of my empty hands, in the light of a star, and in the now peaceful infinity of all my